What is the new for your company as you try to not be Louis Vuitton, as you try to not be Chanel?
Well, I think the family nature of the business and the limited production is always going to keep the exclusivity. I think that is going to be what drives the company.
Is your constraint the workers, the laborers?
Yes.
I get asked constantly, where do all the watchmakers come from?
Well, they come from around the world. We have a real UN of staff, but the reality is it takes so long to train them, and the 70s almost ruined the watch industry with the quartz revolution, so there weren't that many people.
The Stern family faced their own Armageddon 30 years ago.
Absolutely, and stayed the course, one of the few people that did, and it worked out reasonably well.
Scarlett?
Okay, you covered the history. Let's go over the watches right now, because we're holding one in our hands.
Yeah.
Brendan is trying to tie it on his
I feel
wrist.
like a monkey. I've been spending this entire time trying to figure out how to put it on. I actually can't get it to clasp. Is my problem right now.
Patek Philippe has 80 patents. The prices range from $13,000 to $2.8 million per wristwatch. Yeah. The average price is about $45,000. It takes 1 to 2 years to manufacture this watch. And right now you're looking to target, what, 28 to 35-year-olds? These are not starter watches, though.
No, they aren't. And I think that's we're trying to get a new generation to, let's say, get exposed to watches. And, you know, you don't need a watch to tell the time anymore. There's so many ways to tell the time. But it's wearable art, and I think when we expose people to the actual beauty of the watches and the internal workings, I think that's where we can make some headway.
Any luck on getting that watch?
No, I have not. Now I'm just looking at it. I've completely given up. You know, I've always been fascinated by the iconic ads for Patek Philippe.
And by the way, your watch is $87,100 retail price.
Scarlett, your watch, put your watch up here. This
it also seems
great.
like part of what you have to do when you're selling these is talk people into understanding that this is an investment, not a purchase. How do you do that?
Well, we don't actually talk about them as investments. They're more heirloom pieces, but we've had very good luck in the auctions, and that kind of changes the whole makeup of our customer. But what's really noticeable, and you have a great watch to talk about this, the internal workings has always been what drives people to Patek Philippe. So you have a nice skeletonized back and showing all the hand finishing. That's the kind of message that most of the collectors understand.
My message is this would look really good in the ice rink this weekend, Scarlett.
No, God, no way.
I mean, I have to say, this is a beautiful watch. I'm a little older than your target demographic, but if I do something for my children, it will be first to put them through college, and then I'll take a look at a watch.
Of course.
Well, you won't be able to afford, nor would I, the $2.8 million 175th anniversary edition, which is the Grandmaster Chime.
I'm considering this.
Took 8 years to make. Tom is considering it. There's only 6 available for purchase. There's over 50 potential buyers.
Who will buy these? Who do you? Is this like the heads of state?
You know what? It's not always the heads of state. It's very technical people. It's people who have a very large collection, and just like any collector, it's iconic
so,
piece.
you're thinking Baby George this Christmas time? What a starter gift for Baby George.
Baby George can take the $35,400 men's Calatrava.
That's right. They have to understand the brand first.
How do you withstand all the competition in watches, and yet you want to go for a younger demographic? You got to get them to write a big check. How do you go through that process? What's the emotion that makes that happen?
Well, I think these people are looking long term. We don't have people looking for a trendy kind of product. Our watches are sophisticated, hopefully elegant. Most people hopefully agree with that. And they're made to be worn for 50, 100 years and passed down. So you can't design something that's super trendy. And we don't try to.
I like that you can wear it in the shower.
Larry Pettinelli, president of Patek Philippe, thank you. I can never own one because I just failed the test. I didn't figure out how to put it on.